Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the atmos character of our world around us, and this time we will discuss a very important issue, what is the trap of specialization. I mean, at this point, specialization in our education, like the example that someone is specialized in some discipline like chemistry, biology, and or history. It's still not so bad because these are very broad disciplines of knowledge. If they are properly studied, they are very well interconnected with other disciplines. So, to be good in these disciplines of knowledge, one needs to have a lot of general knowledge, at least from other disciplines. But currently, since the 19th century, when the massive education in the Western countries, especially so-called geographically speaking Western countries, was spread along all layers of the society. Later, it happened for Asian and Middle Eastern and South American societies. We see that education system created something that is very dangerous. What is exactly narrow specialization? To give you the example for that, I need to um, go for instance, to the specialist doctors who are specialized only with one organ, like eye doctor, like orthopedist only for one leg, and so on and so on and so on. And these people are not able to advise properly other people, even with respect to the basic diseases of other organs of the body, because they are narrowly specialized. This is the one problem. It applies also to any other very narrow disciplines of knowledge. But another problem that this situation of narrow specialization creates, the trap of narrow specialization, I should say, is that there is a sort of social respect for people who have scientific titles like doctor, professor, and people, many of them, within the societies around the world, treat them as a sort of authority. But if these people were treated as a sort of authority in their own disciplines in which they are specialized, it wouldn't be so bad. But many of them are specialized in their discipline, but they are not so good in understanding even their own discipline they studied. But okay, it wouldn't be so bad. But in the social awareness, this is what I want to refer to. Having a title of doctor or professor makes you authority in the eyes of these people who are not so educated, makes you authority in any other discipline of knowledge. And of course, many people are vain, and the vanity is quite huge, and they like to be regarded as an authorities and ask for the opinion in any other disciplines, even the ones that are very distant from the disciplines in which they were educated. So we saw in the last few years the mm, opinions spread about, or even strong opinions or opinions expressed in the authoritarian way, expressed by so-called experts. Experts who didn't take any responsibility of their own decisions and their own opinions they made, but these decisions and opinions affected life of many people. And surprisingly, like in some countries, like in Poland, the guy who was the minister of health was even not a doctor by his education. He was the economist, but he was giving strong opinions on the health of millions of people. So we see that this is the trap of the narrow specialization, and surprisingly for me, it was expressed and noticed in 1930 when a Spanish philosopher Jose Ortega y Gasset published his famous essay entitled The Revolt of the Masses, in which he was analyzing in 1930. I have to remind it to you and to myself. He was warning against the dangers of narrow specialization. And in 1930, or at the end of 19th century and the beginning of 20th century, specialization was not so narrow. But even then, the problems originated from this fact were already visible. Now the situation is much worse. So we are not going into the right direction. And Mr. Ortega y Gasset, in his famous essay I mentioned, The Revolt of the Masses, I really encourage you to read it. He called these people that they are wisely stupid. They are wise in the very narrow discipline, but stupid in any other discipline of life, because they do not have general knowledge and they do not connect the facts between other disciplines of knowledge. They are only narrowed and limited to the very narrow and very often disconnected with real life discipline they studied for so many years, but they are regarded as authorities, uh, and they get used to this. This is the worst thing, because people trust them due to the fact that they have scientific official titles. So this is very dangerous situation, and as I said, it was noticed already in 1930 when the process was not so advanced. Now it's even worse, because sometimes when I hear what titles people have and or in what disciplines they are specialized, I even don't know what they talk about, but they think that they, due to the fact that they have scientific titles, official titles, professor, doctor, they can give their opinions with the confidence of an expert in any other disciplines of life, and that's why they are misleading many people. This leads to many confusions in best case, or even to tragedies. That's why we should try to educate ourselves. Of course, if we are educated, go and study our topic in which we are specialized, but we should take care also at the same time, in parallel, we should take care of our general knowledge and try to connect the facts between different disciplines of knowledge to avoid such confusions and, in worst case, tragedies caused by the incompetence, by the fact, as Jose Ortega y Gasset wrote in his essay, by being wisely stupid. Take care, have a nice day, bye.